Welcome to 2B2T No Life. 2B2T No Life is a video series where 2B2T content creators fight for the title of Biggest No Lifer through a series of games and death challenges. It's like Last Life, but with 2B2T players. The rules of the game are simple. Everyone gets 3 lives and must work together to acquire resources and secure a base. But on a player's last life, all alliances are cut off and they must kill, steal, and grief to make sure they don't lose. Think of it as Minecraft hardcore, but with 3 lives. Oh, and it all takes place in 2B2T spawn, except we've also loaded 1.18 chunks underneath it and set a world border of 1,000 blocks. Traversing the dangerous map will be a test that only the most experienced Anarchy players can overcome. Most people can't even escape spawn without dying. We'll have to live here. Each creator will have a different perspective leading up to the final showdown, so make sure to tune into them all so you don't miss a single beat. Special thanks to Turbin and Orson for getting the server plugins running, and to Bezopassin for bringing us all together. This is 2B2T No Life.
And here we are again. Boy and how, look at all this. Ooh, I finally decided I would use the replay mod to get all this set up. Basically, this episode is a bit of a, well, not a whole hell of a lot happens in this episode. I'm trying out this new style to see how well it all works out. So let me know if you like watching me flit around at 2.5 speed. I kind of like it, honestly. Oh. This game is hide and seek. There are a bunch of withers around. They are immortal. Watch out. So basically, what I'm trying to do at this point is ascertain where my base was from, what was it, the previous episode? Wasn't easy. I was very kind of unsure what quadrant I was in versus where I was going. I, of course, don't want to show coordinates for obvious reasons. Oh, Bezo just spawned in around me to watch me, I guess? I don't remember. This is mostly just me trying to find the exact site to go down on. I don't know where Bezo is precisely. I don't think it matters too much. He was going around out of render distance away from players intentionally, just to spawn in all those withers. So I quaff a fire resist, and I pass through the lava gauntlet that no one else can really pass through. And I just carry on. And then I hop on off. I believe there's another highway section I'm trying to get to. There's a certain position deep down in the the dark depths of wherever we are. I'm not even really sure. And that's the position that I want to get to, because that is where my old base is. It's where I set the enchantment table and like a bunch of other stuff. Obviously it's very dark. I'm having to subsist off of these stupid glow berries that quite honestly don't do it for me, but it's like the only good food around. Having to eat them every 5 seconds. Oh, wow, and you can already see 1 or 2 withers in the area. Yeah, they will chase you. Just like that. Very nasty little critter. Very nasty. Whoa. I didn't even see how that creeper got on me. Just did. So yeah, the idea is basically to use wither holes. Whoa, another one. Now, for some reason, I'm not getting wither. I wasn't sure if that was a mistake or if that was intentional or what, but the fact that I wasn't withering was perfectly fine with me. It ultimately didn't matter to me, because I needed to dig down, and dig down I did. I was pretty close to where I needed to be, I think. So at this point, it was just a matter of me going farther down, getting down to where Bedrock was. Yeah, way down here. Ooh, man. Isn't it pretty? I find a nice little hole, and basically I start digging my way through all the lava and obsidian. Excavating my way in. Just like so. Yes, the Wither's Immortal Wither had that obnoxious text in front of it. And unfortunately, that was a feature I could not get rid of. So I just kind of had to, you know, do the best that I could with what I had. I also didn't want to leave any sort of trail leading down as I start digging through the deep slate, trying to get to where I'm trying to get to. Basically, at this point, it's paranoia overload. There really isn't a whole lot of anything at this point, though, that I'm really in need of. I just need to consolidate all my gear and sort of make a backup location for my second life. When I die, I don't want to be caught unawares, as it were. But thankfully, it's not about to matter. So I, of course, dig into my old little security spot. I take all of my stuff. Oh, I can't even see inside the damn. Whoa. Okay. Ah, here we go. So I can see all the junk that I had, and an ender crystal, notch apple, sharp 2, a bunch of other stuff. I believe my goal was to seal up this little entryway. I have a whole lot of stuff is the problem. Just to kind of make it seem more innocuous. Didn't want anybody prowling around down here on the off chance that they found me or whatever. Because the whole thing is only like 1,000 by 1,000 by this point. And so it was really, really, really easy to just inadvertently find my way to wherever I wanted to be. So I imagined anyone else could find where I am too. But thankfully, it's been a pretty straightforward little ride. Before us, we can see, of course, the giant world border right next to us. It's just like right there. Very scary if I had known exactly how close it was. All the while, I'm mostly just consolidating everything by enchanting up some stuff, smelting up some stuff, throwing out junk I don't need, enchanting new stuff to combine on an anvil, because I've got an anvil, yeah, like that. And I'm mostly just making use with what I got. It's really interesting seeing all this play out, even though I'm not actually doing anything. Replay mod is a really interesting mod. We can speed this bit up. Because I'm not doing anything of value here. I'm mostly just keeping my head about me. Trying to make everything worth my while on the off chance that I die. I can respawn here and re-gear really, really quickly. really, really easily. And that's the name of the episode, I hate to say. I smelted up some deep slate to sort of cover up my little entrance hole, just to make it seem as though I wasn't actually down here, that nobody would find anything. Can't really say that it mattered a whole lot. Basically just my own paranoia getting the better of me. I didn't want it being an easy trip for someone to try and find their way here. I end up having to move here a bit later on. You'll see why. And yeah, it's really just more of the same, honestly. Wish it was, I wish it was more glamorous, but really, this episode, it's really just the calm before the storm. Because I'm the only person with 2 lives left at this point. So I can't really, like, go on the offensive, per se, because I don't have 1 life. But there's nobody else who has 2 lives, is the problem. So let's see now. At this point, there was Arfresh, Gujon, and then later on, Sleuthing. Did I move my stash to here? Yeah, I think I did. Basically, the old stash that I made last episode, because I had a bunch of diamond. I wanted to consolidate that into a few pieces of armor, and then combine them so that I have at least 2 sets of Prot 2. I was also trying to scrounge around for XP at this point, because combining is not a cheap process over long periods of time. I'm also having to gather those stupid glowberries, because that's the only food source I got. But don't worry, it gets better, I promise. It's really quite interesting. I can imagine like a bizarre survival setting where you have to eat only glowberries and just everything is less ideal than we would like. As for the control bar at the very top, I don't have an easy way of hiding it. I can use F1 to hide it, but that also ironically hides chat. So like what's going on, announcements and so on, those things would all be obscured, and I don't want to do that. So basically, I'm just gonna have to have the control bar up there, because there's no easy way that I could find to hide the damn thing. It wasn't down in the control menu, so I don't know. Oh wow, there's this giant water pocket over here. Oh, I swam up here. Okay. So that's where that water pocket was, in relation to this giant open room here. Very interesting. I kind of wish Minecraft had Terraria's water physics. Just that I could pop that area like a balloon and go crazy, draining the whole area out. That'd be pretty cool. So I decided to then, because I'm tired of eating glowberries, I decided to consolidate everything into some bread, because it's the next step up from what I got. And gosh, if only I had waited, because here in a moment I find not this dungeon, but another dungeon. I believe it was a dungeon I'd found in a previous episode. The dungeon itself wasn't important, it was it's a zombie dungeon, so I do finally get a reliable means of getting lots of XP. I think it's up here. Or no, it's not up here, it's around here somewhere. We end up, here it is, right over here. Yeah, we end up in here, and yeah, see, right on cue. And I decide to remove all the torches and then just kill zombies for a good 10 minutes. Because, you know, zombies. And then one of them drops a carrot, and I'm like, oh shit, I lost all that bone meal on crappy wheat that I could have put into carrots, and then I could have mined up gold to make golden carrots. And so I end up basically doing that with what little bone meal I have left. I basically start just growing carrots to try to, I don't know, make things work, basically. It ain't much, but it's all I got for right now. It's really interesting using replay mods faster speed. I believe I grind to like level 7, which is more than enough to combine everything out that I want to combine. And then I decide to move the dirt and the torch and get rid of whatever little wheat I had left in favor of growing carrots, albeit in a very, very tiny little patch over here. It's a very meh approach, and it's not like in the time we have, it's not going to get me a whole lot of food. But like, I suppose having whatever little bit growing in the background that I can is better than nothing. But I'm still very much stuck eating glowberries. So it is what it is. Basically, this is just preparation, preparation, preparation. A lot of inventory messing around. A lot of hunting and gathering. Not a whole lot of action, I hate to say. Most action you get is me killing these zombies. And I think I also try to go... No, I don't go back to the spawner. Oh shit, I've lost track of myself. Oh no. So I haven't gone over here. So I'm definitely back in the caves somewhere. I think at this point I was journeying to find gold. Because, you know, golden carrots are where it's at. I figure why not? Golden carrots will be definitively the best item I can get my hands on. Sadly, now that I'm looking at it in a more omniscient fashion, I can see lots of patches of gold that I wish I had known about, but I just didn't. There we are. That's where I am. If I recall... Oh, I was trying to get lava as a fire source. Yeah. I was trying to light this portal. Just on the off chance I needed an escape route, I could easily just... Oh, shit. So, Arfresh died. He was one of the... in addition to Bezo Passan, Arfresh was one of the other contestants. Now he is officially out at this point. So anyway, trying to light this portal to get the... get everything good. On the off chance I needed to run away from here, you know, I've got an easy way out. Other than that, really not a whole lot I can do. Just let this all burn down, because why not? I think I use the lava as a fuel source too. For smelting stuff in a furnace. Still having to eat these accursed berries. Not much else I can reliably do. By this time, I want to say... So yeah, I've got pretty well everything. I've got about the same amount of stuff you see in my inventory inside the double chest there. Wish it would let me see the inventory. But oh well, it doesn't. I have basically doubles of everything. An enchanted pick, a sharp 2 sword, prot 2 diamond armor, 2 sets of it. So I'm pretty well rocking the best stuff that I can rock. It's really just a matter of like what kind of resistance am I going to end up fighting against, you know? Because I can't do anything to them, unfortunately. But I can make it to where they can't reach me or reliably get to me. Because by this time, I believe I'm, or no. Sleuthing isn't online yet, but he gets online here shortly. Gujon, I want to say, he's like entrenched in hard wither country. He can't really do anything. It's very unfortunate for him. Wow, why on earth is my frame rate dipping so badly? There was something over here. I don't know what it was, but like, it was something bad. Every time I looked south, it would ping my frame rate really badly. Ah, and so this is where I start building my sky fortress. Mostly just because, like, having an easy way of attacking and defending is probably a very, very, very wise idea. So I start pillaring my way up to the next area up, like a so. And on up we go until we'll poke out through the thing here. Unfortunately, I see this asshole parading around, and I'm like, oh hell. I can't fight a wither. I mean, maybe I could fight it if it wasn't invincible, but they are explicitly immortal. So I don't dare pick a fight with one. At this point, I'm just kind of like, okay, can I maybe poke my head out of a different hole and lure it away? Or perhaps I can, something. Get him away from where I intend to go. Because I intend to go straight up. Really isn't a whole lot else I can do. Start getting shot at by these skeletons, but these guys are just easy bones and arrows at this point. No mob is really a threat to me anymore, other than the immortal withers. So I swim back through, pitch back down. This is where I made in this little, oh my god, this fucking frame rate lag. What is this? Yowza, it hurts no matter what I do. It's a terrible dip in FPS for like no reason. Anyway, I've lost track of where I was even going now. Okay, yeah, here. You can see this is the little grotto where I made the first enchantment table. Oh god, where even am I now? Oh, I know where I went. I must have gone this way. Yeah. I'm back in my underground bunker. Because the chunks unload if I go too far out, even in replay mod. Yeah, here we are. So I'm basically just gathering, I forget what, more of the same stuff. I think I was also just filling myself up on berries, because I don't have any other option. Ah, yes. I'm mining out building blocks, basically. Just some deep slate for filling up my inventory full of deep slate. That's what I was doing. Oh dear. You can see my game plan now. Oopsie. So yeah, this is a game plan I got from Poncho Hamster. I'm going to drop a TNT card on anyone foolish enough to try and come up after me. Oh shit. We can hear withers already. Aha. So they're chasing the mobs down in the Bedrock area. I was under the impression that maybe they would park somewhere here and like lodge themselves down in the depths. And that way I could like, or that way they would get sufficiently lodged and like not come up, basically. But I had no idea they were in this central area, like right there. I just barely missed that dude, too. I swam up already. So thankfully, wherever that wither was, he left. I think he got trapped down in here somewhere. Before eventually... I think that wither down there was the wither that was originally up here. Although I could be wrong. Nope, never mind. There he is. So I've already pillared up at this point. So I'm far enough away from it that I don't have to care. And so yeah, the basic idea is to just make a... make an unassaultable castle. And yeah, that's pretty well all I need to do. Beautiful sunrise, though. Oh yes, the blood moon texture. I forgot where that was still in effect. I let down a water source, I believe, to to get around more easily. Oh, those are leaves. Those look yellow like sponges. Oh wait. Oh, that was the line of leaves that I saw with Bezo. Oh, what was that? Episode 2 or 3? We were being chased by like Clown Pierce. He had an elytra. Yeah, this is where we hunkered down. Wow, that's cool. We were never that far away from my home base after all. Interesting. Ah, sleuthing finally gets online. I haven't come over here quite yet. I wish there was a button that would take you to the player location. Maybe there is and I just don't know what it is. Here we are. Yeah, at this point I'm just trying to get some stuff up to make my little embankment, or not embankment, my little entrenchment up there more efficient. Oh, and I believe also at this point I've been given warning that Bezo intended to move the world border 100 blocks closer, which meant that my respawn point here would become basically unrespawnable, and all of the gear and all the gear and equipment that I'd piled up would be worthless. It would be beyond the world border and thus, out of reach. So I decided to relocate. The border will be moved in by 105 minutes. Yep. So that was a very oh shit kind of moment. So I quickly grab everything, move over 100 blocks or so this way, well outside the range of the world border, because Arfresh earlier ended up dying due to, I think he'd come too close to the border without realizing it, and that was his final life. It's very sad. So I learned that lesson the hard way. I'm not about to have that happen. I'm going to camp away from the world border as far as I can reasonably go. And it's just more of the same, really. Meanwhile, I'm hearing reports from sleuthing, and, Gujon, I believe at this point. Oh, Bezo just popped in to leave me a copy of my head. Sleuthing and I are the only ones in the overworld. I believe Gujon went to the Nether and had pretty well just been camping out. Meanwhile, sleuthing got pinned down by a wither and is like hiding in a lava cast somewhere. I have no idea where. Sad, really. I wouldn't have minded. Maybe we'll find him. Maybe we'll see him. Oh god, you can't even see anything through this Swiss cheese cobble. terrible. None of it's solid enough to be capable of making any sense out of it. Jeez. Ooh, another wither. These things were everywhere. This is like right on the border of where I was. I want to say this is near 0-0. Well, actually, it may not be... No, it's not 0-0, but oh well. It's far enough away. That's all that matters. You can tell that my little sky top area is the it's the tallest out of everything. Nothing else is as tall as this. It just towers over everything. I love it. But unfortunately, the server side render distance is such that you can't see the ground from way up here. So likewise, I imagine you wouldn't be capable of seeing anything from down here. So yeah, you wouldn't be able to see the top of it or anything. You wouldn't even know I was here. So yeah, it's a very kind of strange sort of thing. I think at this point I was just exploring through the caves to... Yeah, I was gathering berries. And I was trying to get a little more gold. Oh! This is the path I took to get to... from Bezos. If I recall. I might try to visit Bezos. Yeah, this was the hole that I dug back when the hunters were released. I tell you, being able to see things in X-ray mode is just so powerful. Oh god, you got withers fighting each other. Ah, that explains why there were so many pops. Because see, they aggro one another after popping each other, get mad, and then they keep fighting, but they can't kill each other because they're both invincible, so it's a never-ending cycle of explosions. And I don't think they'll ever really, like, calm down and settle on the bottom here. So I don't know that they'll ever pierce through the, at least not before No Life is over. I don't think they'll ever pierce through all of the deep slate. Because, like, down here in this central cavern, which I think I've been in this cavern before. I could be wrong. It may be another cavern. But down in these giant open central caverns, yeah, it's this one right here. Even down in here, I could hear the explosions of withers fighting. And it was just like, wow. There's just no end to it. And I was under the impression that they were encroaching on the underground and that slowly I was going to have to worry about more withers, like they were going to come down underground. Oh wow, I wonder why it does that. You can't see it there, but it does say 0 or 1 out of 2 players sleeping. So that's sleuthing in the overworld along with me, and then Gujon in the nether. So it doesn't count him since he's in the nether. Oh god, that scared me again. Arfresh touched the border, but of course it didn't matter. I'd already moved everything beyond the border, so I'm good. I think he was in spectator mode. It still kills you, even in spectator. Because I thought, like, for some reason that I'd touched the border, but I was like, now wait a minute. I know I didn't die. I don't know. What happened? Oh, that's that paranoia again. Oh, I can see my inventory wherever I am. Okay. Very interesting. Now, if I recall at this point, it dawns on me that next episode, because we're kind of getting closer to the end here, next episode, it's going to be another 100 blocks closer. Because, you know, there's just no... There's no stopping it. You know, every episode, every new episode, the border encroaches by 100 blocks. And so I have to even move from here because even this area, next episode, will be encroached upon by the world border. So I basically have to move over to here. And for those of you astute watchers will remember, this is where I found that diamond fossil. So this was just another really, really convenient hole that I ended up making. Beyond that, I may end up having to move my stuff upstairs. Oh, 30 minutes remaining. Ooh, boy. I don't even know where Sleuthing and Gujon are fresh at this point. I think Bezo retired for the evening, and so it was just Arfresh sort of managing the server. And yeah, that's pretty well the end of it. Honestly, I think we can even speed this up further. Because at some point, I decide to come back out and keep building on my little tower here. I think that's after I'm done. Yeah, after I'm finished with the moving. I'm trying to make a path toward a certain location. Up in the air, of course. Yeah. So I got all my stuff pretty well settled. Replaced this with deep slate to kind of make it blend in a little bit better. And that's pretty well where it ends. I don't know what the state of Gujon or... oh damn. You can hear more explosions. Yeah, I don't know what the state of Sleuthing or Gujon are. Can't really say I care right now. This is all the prep phase. This is definitely the calm before the storm. Ah, that's right. They aggro on all other ordinary mobs. I forgot that's how withers behave. Very crazy behavior they got there. I keep sleeping and re-sleeping just to reset my insomnia meter, because I don't want insomnia. That is to say, I don't want the phantoms playing a role in any death. Because I got bullied by phantoms earlier. What was it, last episode, right before all my inventory accidentally got wiped? So, like, I'm fully aware that phantoms are bad news. Phantoms can knock you off of heights. They can get in the way of your attacks. They can whittle down your health while you're fighting. You just don't want to mess with phantoms if you can avoid it. At some point, I should come back up here. Yeah, you can see myself down there. It's really interesting that you can see entities that far away. Guess that's a replay mod thing. So that's me coming up through the caves. And yes, here we are swimming. Whoosh, right to the top. And yeah, I start just making a little bridge. I want an escape path on the off chance that I have to. You know, every good fortress needs a secret escape route, or maybe not a secret escape route, but an escape route. Oh, there's Arfresh. No idea what he was up to. I think I've, like, very quickly saw him, and then he flitted off somewhere. I know Sleuthing is hiding in a lava cast. I would love to know which one. Just, you know, for safety purposes. I wouldn't want to wander into his lava cast. I would want to steer clear of it. I wouldn't want to blow it up in the slightest, no. Certainly not. And I believe it's at this point I run out of blocks. Yeah, kind of unfortunate, really. So I go back down. Yep, there I am. And basically I have no choice but to just start scrounging up for building blocks. This was just such a slow episode. You would think it's still episode 2. But hey, that's how it is. And that was the end of it. So yeah, I'm gonna have to, or they're gonna have to, I think. Someone's gonna have to fight someone. Because Gujon and Sleuthing both have 1 life each, so they're capable of going out and killing. But I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna go out and, like, actually attempt to kill anyone. You know, that's just silly. I don't have a reason to do any of that. So other than that, I'm just gonna make my highway, I guess. I don't know. And we'll go from there. Catch y'all next time.